Hi everybody, this is Milky. In today's video, I'm going to explain the main factors of Taiwu damage system and how to roughly calculate your damage. While I was playing Taiwu, I always wondered how to improve my damage so I can beat this sword tomb or I can rob the high rank person. Taiwu's damage system is very complicated, but by knowing the basic of it will help us choose the correct weapon and skill and increase our overall damage. For doing this tutorial, I read a lot of articles online posted by experienced players and the discussions on Discord. So I want to thank those people for sharing their knowledge, and I will list some references I used in the description. The overall formula is very complicated and a lot of factor in-game is used to compute the final damage. I do heard that there are people that read the source code of the game and put out the complete formula, but I think in this video I will cover the major factors so we can have a high-level understanding of the damage system and how to improve our damage. So let's get started! There are four main factors that the game system uses to calculate your damage, which are base value, damage percentage, penetration percentage, and injury percentage. If you don't know what this factor means right now, that's totally fine. We'll explain the meaning of each factor in this video. Let's start with our first factor, which is base value. Your base value is determined by which body part is hit. Different body parts have different base value. These base values can be calculated, but I will just show it here in this video for your reference. So we can see the chest and waist gives 6 base value and head gives 10 base value. Based on this, we can see that hitting head will cause more damage, and hitting hands and legs has the lowest base damage. The target body part of a skill is a hidden value, but you can check it by observing it during fight. And based on this, we can see if a skill is always targeting on head, then it will cause a lot more damage than a skill that always targets your limb. The second factor that we're going to introduce is injury percentage. Hitting body parts with injury will cause more damage, and it is easy to imagine because we are hitting somebody's wound and naturally it causes more damage. Injuries are created by previous heavy blow or skill hit. There are different values for different level of injuries as shown here. We can see that critical injuries causes much more damage than light injuries. Because of this factor, offensive skill with focused body part attacking will cause much more damage, because it's more likely that you will create critical injury on that body part and keep hitting that body part after the critical injury is created. Only skills can create critical injury, and the injury is based on the percentage of a skill that's hit. The third factor we're going to introduce is damage percentage of skill and weapon. Understanding this factor will help you choosing the right skill and weapon. You can find the damage percentage of a skill by going to your martial art panel, and once you select Kung Fu, you can see Wudang Swordmanship, and under its name and the grade description, you can see the damage. And for this one, the damage percentage is 25%. Same goes for your weapon. If you go to your weapon page, under your weapon's name and then its grade, you can see its damage percentage. For my weapon, it's 11%. The fourth factor that determines your damage is penetration percentage. For external damage, the percentage is calculated by physical penetration minus physical defense and divided by 100. And for internal damage, the percentage is calculated by chi penetration minus chi defense divided by 100. Now that we fully understand these factors, we can use this factor and our formula to calculate your damage. For normal damage, which are the damages you caused when you're not using a skill, is calculated by base value multiplied by damage percentage of your weapon, multiplied by penetration damage, and multiplied by injury percentage. Then we have the formula for skill damage, which is equal to base value multiplied by damage percentage of your skill, multiplied by penetration percentage, multiplied by injury, and plus your normal damage. These formulas are really helpful for us to evaluate our damage and choose a skill. For example, we have 2 offensive skills that causes external damages. Skill A's damage percentage is 30% and its physical penetration is 600. Skill B is 40% damage percentage and its physical penetration is 400. Then we use the formula, and let's not include the body part and the injury. For skill A, it's 0.3 multiplied by 600, which is 180, and for skill B, it's 0.4 multiplied by 400, which is 160. So based on this, we know that choosing skill A will cause more damage. This way, by using the formula, we can select the right skill and the right weapon. Hopefully, you find this damage formula useful and you can use it to become the Kung Fu master in the Taiwu world. Let me know if you have any question about this tutorial video. Or if there's any other Taiwu system that you would like to see a tutorial video for it. I'd love to research online and create it. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks all the people who shared their Taiwu knowledge on Discord. It's so helpful for me to putting this video together. I hope you enjoyed today's video and find it helpful. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next time.